Good evening, everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Kip. This is America Bumper to Bumper, and you are watching episode 3 of Buy It or Boot It. For those of you who are stumbling upon this and are wondering what the heck is Buy It or Boot It, in this live stream, we go onto Facebook Marketplace. I've already picked out 3 areas, which I'll tell you in a minute. You tell me how much we're going to be, the vehicle price range. We usually go a couple $1,000s, and we look at cars in that. You guys tell me what you want to look at. We look at it, and then you guys decide whether it is something that you would buy or whether you'd boot it to the curb. So, with that all out of the way, our 3 cities for tonight is Savannah, Georgia. We're also going to Tupelo, Mississippi, and we're going to end in San Diego, California. And just also want to throw a huge thank you out to Jason, old car guy, here on YouTube. He very graciously sent me a laptop to hopefully be able to do some video editing. Hey, Nacho's Dad, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? So anyways, he sent me a laptop. I am currently trying to download Filmora so I can do some editing. And if Filmora won't load for whatever reason, I'll find something else that does. So then we can get you some other videos other than just these live streams. If for whatever reason it doesn't work, well, then we're going to be back to just live streaming it until my computer gets down here with the rest of our stuff, which should be within the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. What else is going on? We're also still... I've been holding out, trying to get a good job with good pay, but at this point, so we can get people down here, family down here and get going. Probably just going to take whatever I can get. And we're still looking for some housing, but we've got a couple of good leads. So we'll see how that all goes. All right. So enough of me chatting about my life and how things are going. Let's get into the cars. And as I said before, we are starting out in Savannah, Georgia. And what I'm going to start doing, I'm not sure. I'll Nacho's Dad, if you're still in here, throw me out a price range of vehicles to look at, and then we'll get started and actually looking at the rigs. If you're not in here, if I don't hear anything in the next minute or so, I will choose the price range, and again, we'll get into it. Okay. We're also going to do something a little different. Normally, when I would do this, we'll do anything up from basically 1900 up to 2000. 1996 is what I have been doing, but we're going to kick it up. We're going to go to 2000 for this one and see if it gives us a little more options. Already got that put in. All right. Not seeing anybody jumping in with ranges, so we're going to say, oh, bollocks. We are going to say, okay, 3,500. We'll do that as the low end, so we'll do 3,500 to 5,500. All right, so I'm going to start scrolling through. Whoever's in here sees something they want to take a closer look at and see whether it's worth it. We'll stop on it. If I don't hear anything, I'm going to pick something that I think is cool, and we'll go from there. I'm liking that old van. Might have to go back and check that out. Old Chevy Camaro. I actually had an 86. Bet you that's a 2.8 liter car. Might have to check that out later. All right, I'm going to start this off. Let's take a look at this 1956. Oh, come on. Sometimes does that with the first one. 56 Buick. It's $5,000. And the description reads something like this. Do a search on these cars. They don't come around often. Needs a brake job, fuel pump to run correctly. Yes, the motor is good and will crank with very little work. Yes, the trans is good. Body has very little rust. Very solid. Good interior. All chrome is with car. Not really wanting to sell, so no low ballers. Located in Guyton. Due to scam mail, if you are reading this, then it is available. I may do trades. Go ahead and send me your offers. $5,000 firm. And that is the only picture that we have of the car. That's a bummer. I wish more people would watch my video and show that it's easier to sell a car when you have a good description and a fair amount of pictures. But from this picture, looks pretty decent. I don't know if that's dirt on the chrome or whether the chrome's rusting a bit, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Buying it or boot it? For those watching this in replay later on, put down in the comments whether you would buy that or boot it. All right, let's keep scrolling. I'm imagining I'm going to have to do a little bit more promotion of this beforehand so you get people in here. It's a lot more fun when there's a lot more people. But it's not, that's something I've got to learn how to do a little bit better is promotion. All right, so something else that I wanted to look at back here. Take a look at this 81 Wrangler. It's not a Wrangler, I can tell you that. It's a Wagoneer. 81 Wagoneer, 5,000. Hey, honey, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. 1981 Jeep Wagoneer 4x4 quad track, 6-inch lift, 33-inch tires. Truck has some rust. It has a 360 AMC V8 auto trans. Not the greatest of descriptions, but at least it tells you a little bit about it. And we've got a few pictures, so let's go through and see what the pictures look like. Homemade, looks like a homemade bumper and winch on there, which is kind of cool. Looks pretty good for a Jeep Wagoneer this era. Generally, they're pretty rusted out. Oh, yeah, we do have some rust in the rear quarter. Not bad, though. Seats need a little attention. But you guys know anything about these old Wagoneers? They, in good, really, really good shape, they go for big money. So I don't know what you guys think. Buy it or boot it. $5,000, I think it's a bit much for what it is, but decision is all up to you guys. All right, let's scroll back down a bit and see if there's anything that anybody else in here sees that they want to look at. Otherwise, I will continue to pick. Oh, let's see. Ooh, 56 Ford Fairlane. Let's check that buddy out. $3,600. Nice. Good pictures. Yay. Awesome. 63 Ford Fairlane 500, $3,600. And let's see what it's got for description. Not the greatest, but also not too bad. Rebuilt 360 Fairlane 500. Runs manual on steering wheel, so 3 on a tree. Needs gas tank replaced. Needs a new battery. 46. Oh, it says here 4,600, so they've dropped the price. Let's take a look through the pictures. Oh, inline 6 in this thing. Nice. Oh, it's got different front seats. Don't care for the lift. What? All right. Not too bad looking car. I mean, it is a 2-door, so you got a lot of options and possibilities here. Pull out the inline 6 and the 3 on the tree. Put in a coyote, or even do the blasphemous thing and LS it. Body looks in pretty decent shape. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right. What do you guys think? $3,600 for a 63 Ford Fairlane 500 with an inline 6 and 3 on the tree. Like I say, I think it's kind of cool. But you guys make sure to tell us whether you think it's cool or not. And I can't believe, my love, my darling, that you don't like the lift on that Wagoneer. I don't know. All right. See what else we can find in here. Let's look at this. Maybe 3,500. Well, 3,500 is awful close to 3,600, so you probably have yourself a deal. Let's take a look at this 79 Volkswagen Atlas. A Beetle. And it's a convertible. And it's a project. 79 Volkswagen Project. 1179. So I didn't realize that they're still doing these. Then again, maybe it's a Mexican car. They were doing that. But 79, $5,000. Let's look at the description. Not terribly great, but they do say right off the bat it is a project. It's fugly. You don't like the 500 or the lift? New floors, new exhaust, runs and drives, have new brakes that need to be installed, many parts. See pics, 5K, late production, last of its kind. All right. Let's take a look through all those pictures. So it needs a roof. Yep, I can. You can kind of tell that it's older car. Definitely much more updated dash than earlier bugs. Yeah, new floor pan. Some windows. Needs some rust work in the back. Not terrible, but definitely needs some work there. The lift. Yes, that is true. You would need a ladder to get in. Box of parts for this 79 Beetle. And there's all the brakes. New exhaust, looks like. It looks like that seat's going to be terribly comfortable. Could use a new set of seats. And yes, lots of parts. All right. 79 Beetle Convertible. $5,000. I'm not much into real projects, although I have 2 of them. So I don't know that I'd pay that. But then again, I love. I'm assuming that's supposed to be bugs, not hugs. $5,000 for the amount of work that it still needs. You're probably not going to find one exterior wise that's in good condition. Beetles are becoming, in my opinion, stupid expensive. But then again, they haven't made them in well over almost 40 years. So that might be, actually, it has been over 40 years. Wow. Anyway, so yes, I know I love hugs too, and I can't wait to give you a big one. I don't know, might be worth it, but not too much to me. All right, let's see what else we got worth taking a look at. We'll get about 5 more minutes here in Savannah before we head out to Tupelo. Hey, Jason, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Filmora is at 12%, loading onto the computer you sent, so that's a good sign, although it's been loading for quite a while now, so fingers crossed. Thank you very much again. Crown Vic. All right. Crown Vic. The 68. That is not a 68. Okay, what are they trying to sell here? Okay. They're trying to sell a bunch of stuff here. Wow, look at all that stuff. They got a John Deere. They've got diesel with a diesel. Nice. They've got a Crown Vic, a 98 Crown Vic for $3,000 or best offer. An 01 E350 van, V8 auto, cold air heat, 89,000. Good work van, 1750. Ooh, wish I'd known about that before. Trades welcome. Well, let's look through these 3 pictures. Yep, those are all what they're saying they are. Don't know. Yeah, I'd say 1,700 for the van. Definitely's got some rust issues, but I don't think that's going to be terribly bad. The Crown Vic at 124 for a 98. $3,000's probably a good price on that. So, I don't know if there's another Crown Vic you're talking about. No, I don't see anything. All right. Well, we're just about up on our 20 minutes I'd like to generally spend on each location. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip over to Tupelo, Mississippi. Tupelo, Mississippi. And let's go ahead and see what's there. Kathy, say hi to Jason. Jeez. Just leave him hanging there. All right. We are now in Tupelo. We're looking at cars with between $3,500 and $5,500. Yell out when you see something you want to look at. Well, I'm going to say let's take a look at this 59 F-150. No. That is definitely not a F-150. It looks like it might be an Edsel. But let's scroll through here and see what it says. Oh, yes, 59 Edsel Ranger 4-door. Interior is good. Body is good condition. Engine needs to be rebuilt. Engine runs, but low compression, has good Mississippi title, retired. And I have too many projects. Amory, Mississippi. Okay, let's take a look through the myriad of pictures. Way to go, guy, on doing a bunch of pictures. And not terrible bad for a description, but let's go through them. Yep, it's got those doors. Yep. And the door is open. Looks like the hood's probably popped a bit on that. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, she's a little dirty, rusty there. Definitely looks like you could probably use a bit of a rebuild. Looks like the headliner's falling down on the car as well. Yep. Not bad interior. A little mold here and there. To be expected on something this old. Love the wraparound windshield on that. Ford Motor Company. And there we are back at the beginning. So would you guys pay $3,500 for this 59 Edsel Ranger? Let me know in the comments. All right, let's see what else we got. I don't know why 2010s get in there. 2004s. Something you don't see very often. Let's take a look at this FJ Cruiser. How would you rebuild an engine that old? Well, you take it apart and you put it back together. Oh, sorry. That was not the correct answer. It's a Ford engine. Should have rebuild kits for it that shouldn't be too hard to find. And yeah, it's just basically taking it apart. Redoing rings if there's a problem with a piston, replacing the pistons, making sure all the clearances are the way they should be, and if not, you have to go get them the engine block machined, the heads machined, and just keep fiddling with it. And if you want to know more about rebuilding an engine, go check out Jason's channel. He did a video on rebuilding the 350 that is in his very beautiful truck, Dale. And let's take a look. Okay, so we're here, 70 Toyota FJ Cruiser. Let's take a look at the description, which is not great. Does it say it has 1 million miles? The FJ, no. I think it did say 1 million on the Edsel, but that's not really. It doesn't really have 1 million miles. It's just something they threw in there because. And Jason, I don't know if you're saying it costs a lot of money to rebuild an engine, or whether you're talking about the FJ and being worth a lot of money. But this is $4,800. Description, as I said, it's not great. Motor runs, title in hand in Tupelo, 3.9 Street 6, and it is 4-wheel drive. Let's take a look at the few pictures that it has. It is 4-wheel drive. It costs a lot. All right. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen FJ quite this old. Most of them have been from the later 70s and early 80s. Great picture of the interior. Definitely needs some work there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it worth trying to rebuild that FJ Cruiser? To me, no, probably not. But I know that if you were to buy it and rebuild it, you could get a ton of money from them because everybody loves their FJs. All right. Oh, here's a cool one. A 74 F-150. Got a Maverick here. She's a good-looking girl. Let's see. No description other than it's got a manual or automatic transmission. It's a 74 Maverick, $5,500. I need way more description other than it's got an automatic transmission. Does have some decent rims on it. And from this distance, interior doesn't look bad. Let's see if they have anything closer up. Oh, there we go. Carpeting would use a little cleaning, but seats don't look terribly bad. And that's all the pictures. Yeah, I do actually really like that Maverick. And I think these are definitely an up-and-coming classic. So it's $5,500. I'm not in it for $5,500 with the description, lack of a description. Plus, I'd want to see lots more pictures. But if they're willing to put more pictures in there and give us a description, I might be in it for $5,500. Let me know, and let's keep scrolling. See what else. My gosh, you can buy Dale Earnhardt. All right. (2002) Panther. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen that many 70 FJ Cruisers in one spot. Yeah, that picture right there was deceiving from that angle. I almost thought it was a Viper, but of course, it is a 99 Pontiac Firebird. So we'll take a quick look at this one. $3,500. It's got 122,000 miles on it. Let's see what the description says. V6. All right. Great car. Dash has crack. Driver's window switch is bad. Clean title with aftermarket system. I like the rims. I like that it's in red. And I like that they actually have some good pictures here. It makes up for the lack of description. Let's take a look through and see what I find. I gotta say, I actually kind of dig the way they're doing these photos. It looks gives the car a bit of a presence. Okay. Are you going to show us? Oh, there we go. Up a bit. Looks like it's a T-top car. That's cool. Oh, it is a T-top car. Oh, I'm in love. Oh, come on. Give us more, pictures that mean something, not... I do like this generation. I like the headlights, the flip-up headlights on these. This, I think, other than a few other years, of course, the 77, 78s, and the early 80s, this out of the fourth-gen F-bodies is the I think, the best design out of all the 4th gen F bodies. Camaro and Firebirds. Love these cars. Creative way to not get your license plate in there. I like it. I'd like to see the interior, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I like those rims better than the 20-inch ones that are on it. So we got a 99, $3,500, 122,000 miles, V6. I want to see some interior pictures. I'd like a little bit more of a description on it, but I think I'd be in that car for, I don't know, $3,000, 2,500 to $3,000. Of course, depending on more pictures or more info. What do you guys think? Do you like this 99 Firebird, or are you going to boot it to the curb? Alrighty then. It's also something you don't see very often. 88 Suzuki Samurai. Yeah, I really do like that F body. Oh, let's look at the Samurai. 88, $4,500, 130,000 miles on it. Even like the color. Let's see the description on this. I actually like it. It's got a pretty decent description. Let's see. If you're looking for fun summertime vehicle or a hunting pickup for the winter, this is the one. I've owned it since the summer of 16 and can tell you a chunk of the history on the vehicle as told by the gentleman I purchased it from. It's an 88. Pretty solid shape. It has a few dings and small dents here and there, but the body and underneath are solid for its age. $4,500. Let's look through the few pictures. I like the bumper on that. Definitely isn't going to save you in a crash, but looks cool. Oh, yeah, it does look like it's got a pickup cab on it rather than the full thing. Oh, looks like it's a stick shift. I like it. Well, not a ton of pictures, but looks pretty cool. But I don't know if it's worth $4,500. 88 Suzuki Samurai. I know that we don't, at least back in Vermont, you do not see any of these things. I've seen a fair amount of them down here while in Tennessee. They do like these little rigs down here, this and trackers. I don't know. I think 4,500 is a little bit much for my blood, but what do you guys think? For the Panther crowd, let's look at the 98 Town Car. Ooh. 98 Lincoln Town Car Cartier sedan. 70,000 miles on it. 5,000 is the price they have on it. Let's take a look and see what they have for a description, which is none. So we'll have to go with typical features of leather seats, ABS, AM/FM stereo, and air conditioning. There's only 6 pictures, but let's see if we can deduct a few more details out of this vehicle. I like the champagne color. Nice leather. There we go. So 70,000 miles on a 98 town car. Body looks like it's in decent shape, but I don't know if $5,000 is a good number. Low miles for the year, so it's probably a good deal, but I don't know. All right, we're going to do one more here in Tupelo before we head off to San Diego. What do we... Oh, Porsche dune buggy. That's something you don't hear about every day. And... snow in Mississippi. Can't believe that, but I suppose. Ah, little dune buggy. See, I saw a Dodge pickup back here that I thought looked kind of cool. So let's go back and 72 Midget. All right, honey. 72 Midget. Let's find the 72 Midget. I must have gone. Where? Oh, there we go. The 72 Midget is right next to the Dodge that I was going to think about. No, honey, that would not be Corinthian leather in a Lincoln. Corinthian leather where it's in Chrysler products. All right, let's take a look at the 72 MG Midget Black. All right, $4,500. Says it's got 62,000 miles on it. Let's look at the description. Midget convertible, new paint, fresh engine, convertible top, looks almost new. New tires, new master cylinder brakes, almost new muffler, needs some interior work, needs TLC. Bill of sale only. Ooh, some places that won't work very well. Let's see what we got for pictures. Cute. Needs a blinker on the passenger side, not a big deal. Well, I gotta say, I don't think myself or Jason, I don't think either of us would fit in this thing. Decent seat. Ooh, 4-speed. Yep, we know it's a 4-speed. Yeah, and interior needs a little bit of a little bit of love, but isn't terrible. $4,500. I always thought it'd be cool to have one of these midgets and get it to. All right, rebuild it and that sort of stuff, but. I actually saw one, and like I say, I don't know if I'd fit in it. So $4,500. I don't know. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of good features on it. So maybe it's worth it. I don't know. All right, let's head to San Diego. San Diego, California. Excuse me, folks, while I move myself around here on the bed. All right. What do we have in San Diego? All right. scroll through here and yell at me when you see something you want to look at. Ranchero, nice. Datsun. Old custom cruiser. Wow, I don't see many of those. Not sure this bodacious babe would. Okay, we got 75 Beetle. We got a 41 Cadillac, 52 Chevy. Oh, look at all this old stuff. Plymouth Valiant. Let's take a look at this Valiant. Decent. Two-door. Nice. 64 Valiant, $5,000. Not a whole lot of info, but I think it gives some of the info that we need. 64 Valiant, good conditions. New paint job, new upholstery, slant 6 auto. Now, for those that don't know, the Valiant was the underpinnings for the first Barracuda. Like the push button automatic transmission selector right here. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, definitely looks, the interior looks nice. Is it a police car that's got in front of it? Nope, truck. And there's the Leaning Tower of Power. Not a bad looking car. I'd like to know more about it and have some more pictures on it before I would spend $5,000. But then again, these cars are getting harder to find, and you've got a really good, solid bones being in Southern California for making a hot rod out of it. All right, what else? We haven't looked at anything German, so let's take a look at this 88 Beamer. 88 535. And this is just before they redid the styling of the 5 Series. All right, what do we got for description? For sale, an all original automatic 88 BMW 535i, listed at $5,000 to weed out low balls. Willing to negotiate on price. However, I'm not in any hurry to sell and know what I have. Oh, famous last words. So please make a fair offer. Would be willing to trade for an XC70 in decent shape. Okay. These cars are getting more and more rare, especially in decent running order and without a huge laundry list of things that you'd have to do to it. You'd have to do to have a cool E28 daily driver. I've already been driving this car a couple times a week since I bought her, and she's loads of fun. Car runs well and is in pretty good shape. All electronics work. Power locks, windows, sunroof, radio, seats, no tears in the leather. Transmission shifts very smooth. Very few cosmetic issues and quirks that are common with the car of its age, but she is solid and otherwise in awesome shape. I was going to fully restore it, can't afford to throw it. Just can't afford to throw parts at it right now. My loss, your gain. All right, let's take a look at these pictures. I do like these old 5 Series, especially those BBS wheels. Not terrible looking paint. Good looking interior for the age. And it does have a cracked dash, but that's to be expected with the area this car is in. faded paint, no clear coat peeling off. Not bad. Is it worth $5,000? No, unless it's actually got 43,000 miles on it, which I would say not. And Jason's not a BMW fan. Alrighty. I will remember that next time I try to give you a free car or something. No, just joking. All right, let's scroll through and see what else we got here that might be worth taking a look at. Got looks like a lowrider Cutlass. Gold Fieros. Avanti Studebaker for $4,000. Oh, maybe if it had $4,000 in the trunk. Oh, that's good. All right, hey, let's take a look at this Avanti because you don't see these for this kind of money, so it probably needs some work. 63 Studebaker Avanti runs, needs TLC. It doesn't have the stock motor. It's got a 350 Chevy with a 3-speed turbo trans. New shocks, springs, exhaust, have new carpet kit, not installed. All right. Not a lot of pictures and not much for the interior. Definitely needs some loving. Back seats don't look too bad. That's a good thing. Yeah, definitely needs some loving. That's a nice headliner. Wow. Well, knowing what these cars go for, $4,000 for a Project Avante, I think is a pretty good deal, especially it's a 63. It's an actual real Studebaker Avante, not a later Avante that, I don't know, it's like a group of dealers bought all the tooling for it and kept producing, small numbers of them throughout the years into like the 80s or something. But that's an original. Too bad that it's, got the, Chevy 350, but the good thing is it's got a Chevy 350, so it's going to be really easy to take care of. $4,000, even with all the work that it needs. I think I'd be in it, but that's just me. And the wife likes it. VW thing. That's something else that you don't see very often. Oh, white Bronco. I don't know if that's OJ's. Let's take a look at this 69 Toyota. It's not a 4Runner, that's for sure. Toyota Corona, 2-door coupe. Not a whole lot of other info. It's a 69 for $4,500. That's the only picture. Not even going to bother with it. Cool looking, though. What else? Nice car. Remember, if anybody's watching this in rerun, make sure you put your comments in whether you would buy any of these or not. Now, we're talking earlier about that Beetle that needed to be finished up. Look at here, you've got two Beetles right here, a 70 and a 74, older than the 79. Not a convertible. All right, we'll find the Fairmont and we'll go back to that. But these, okay, we'll do the Datsun and the Fairmont in just a second. But I was going to say these Beetles, both I'm betting are going to be running cars for $5,000, and they don't look like they need any work. So, let's see, Fairlane. Sorry, Fairmont. Where Where is the Fairmont? Nova. Camaro. Oh, Jason, I'm not seeing a Fairmont. Now, take a look at the Datsun while we're right here, and then we'll see if we can figure out what you're talking about. 83 Datsun 280 ZX. I got it for you. These are in the world of Datsun Z cars. Is not the most desirable, but I think at some point they're just going to be. I wonder if you're thinking the El Camino, because it definitely has a bit of a Fairmont look to the front. We'll go up and check that out in a minute. Anyway, so we got $4,000. This thing says it's got 210,000 miles on it. The car can't run, need battery. Okay, great description, folks. Let's take a look at the pictures. First off, I can tell you, third row beside the newer Acura. Okay, I will check it out in just a second. It's got the louvers, which are a cool thing. Standard, which is very cool. Now 5-speed for 70 or 83. So yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, not bad. I don't like the red on the hood. That's kind of a weird thing. Yep, 210,000 miles. Datsun by Nissan. Yeah. Beautiful straight 6. Now air cleaner way up front. That's interesting. She needs some love. Is it worth $4,000 to the right person? Yes. To me, not really. Okay, so let's go third row beside a newer Acura. Third row. Bet it is that El Camino. No, it's a third row, but it's a Volvo. Nissan. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna assume, Jason, that it was the El Camino. Let's just take another scroll through. Oh, not a Fairmont, Fairlane. It's a classic car. That's what it is. Let's say maybe that's a Fairlane. Well, we'll see what it says. Okay, classic car. Good for a project. Interior and paint recently done. Original engine, 6-cylinder, 196. Needs a little work to continue running. Currently not running, but it was the last time I drove it. I rebuilt the carburetor. Needs new battery, $4,200. It's two-door. That's cool. And I still don't know what it is. That might be a Ford, Fairlane. It's a car. Don't even know the year. Knowing that, I'm not buying it. If the person doesn't know what they have, it's kind of hard to sell it. But $4,200 looks in decent shape for the right person. All right. We're gonna hit one more car here before we call it a night. So if you see something, yell it out. Otherwise, I know what I'm gonna look at. We got 20% on the Filmora download, or install, I should say. Ooh. All right. Love you, honey. Thanks for being here for as long as you were. You two are hilarious. All right. I'm going to take a look at the 77 Monty. $77 Monte Carlo, $3,800. Very good. Runs very good. Very clean body, good interior, brand new tires, set of four American wheels. All right. Look at the four pictures. Never was a big fan of the quad headlights on these Montes. I like the older round ones, like on the 73 45s. But you don't see many of these old Montes around anymore because a lot of people turn them into race cars. But that's pretty decent looking one, $3,800. I would buy it. What about you? All right. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you for everyone that was here. Thank you, Jason, for stopping in. Thank you for the computer. Hopefully everything's going to work on it. I'll keep you up to date on that. What else can I say? Other than what I do with all of our videos, dreams without ambition is like a car without gas. Not going to get very far. God bless. Take care. Have a good week, and we will get with you again soon. See you later.